Today, there's going to be a pair of wide receivers looking to make big plays on the field. It's Britt's Rams going up against England's Patriots. So with that, let's get up to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Los Angeles Rams and the New England Patriots. And we say hi again, everybody. Brandon Gaudin here as we count down to kickoff. I turn to my partner, that's Charles Davis. And Charles, Larry pointed out in the open, we've got a pretty good matchup of wide receivers here this afternoon, don't we?
And those guys have such a big impact on the game nowadays. We know it's a throwing game, but the guys who can go up and get it, the guys who can break tackles after the catch and make bigger plays, oh yeah, they love spotlight as well. They want the football, they want the attention.
Here's Stephen Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And we are underway in Foxborough. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And out come the L.A. Rams. They've slipped to 4-7. They lost in Week 12 big time, 49-21 to the Saints. Good news for Jared Goff through his first 3 career touchdown passes.
And that's encouraging for not just the L.A. Rams team, but let's face it, the L.A. Rams supporters. They're faithful because they've wanted to see this kid play since day one. And now in his second start, 3 touchdown passes in the first half in a tough environment in New Orleans. They're seeing the growth. They're seeing him come along. The next thing, they want to see the victories.
Now Goff on first down. And the catch made by Kenny Britt. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. The offense on your screen now, and Todd Gurley on your screen. That is the back of the present and the future.
And what an amazing return for him from a knee injury his last year in college at the University of Georgia. Now, it's like it never happened. There's nothing he can't do on the football field. And if you're a defense, that's a long day trying to prepare for Todd Gurley.
Here's Goff now on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
This opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Set. Green, 39. Green.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He's got time. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So on now is the all-pro punter from 2015 out of Oregon State, Johnny Hecker, to kick it away. Back deep, Danny Amendola for New England. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, what a move. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And there is Tom Brady coming out. His Patriots beat the Jets by 5 in Week 12. Got Tom Brady's 200th win all time. That ties him with Peyton Manning, Charles, for the most victories ever.
And that's absolutely fitting to me because their names are linked together so well in NFL football. But how about this? Tom Brady also 60,000 yards passing for his career. Think about the names that go along with that.
Yeah, the
Marino,
yep.
Favre, Manning,
and Breeze. On first down, Brady over the middle. It's Amendola, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll give the Patriots a first down. Charles, on the slant, you always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Seven yards to go on 2nd down. Again, here's Blount. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Aaron Donald that time getting in there to disrupt. Only in his 3rd year now, but boy, early impact.
Early impact and always wants to get better. You know what he's done on Christmas Day for the last 2 years?
No, but I want to know.
Gone in and watched tape, trying to get better even on that special day.
Think he had some turkey, too?
I think they delivered whatever he wanted right to the film session.
Now they'll throw with Brady. He's got time in the pocket. Still back there. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Michael Brockers with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Second down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see. From the gun, it's Brady. Surveying the field. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Look at the big man rumble. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They'll begin here with Blunt. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it gives the Pats a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Throwing on first down is Brady. Finding time. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. The starters now defensively for L.A., and it's a group that we've praised a lot this year, but 49 points for the Saints in Week 12 against them. What happened?
Let's talk about this defense first before we get into the problem, okay? This is a tough defense to work against. Great defensive front with Aaron Donald, Robert Quinn, linebackers like Ogletree and Mark Barron, secondary guy like T.J. McDonald that'll hit you. You know, Tremaine Johnson on the corners developing very well. But bottom line is they've got to do a lot of extra things to help out their offense. I think sometimes that leads to breakdowns on the defensive side, and they give up big plays.
Brady will try again on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You ever notice that when Tom Brady does get hit and drop to the ground, there's some guys back to him pretty quickly to check on his health, aren't there?
That's exactly right. For as much as he throws, doesn't take a lot of square shots, but took one there.
He's really smart in the pocket, isn't he? Even out of the pocket. He understands where the pressure is coming from. He senses people. You're exactly right. Doesn't take too many direct ones. But that one had to hurt.
He completes it right side to White. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On third and long, it's Brady. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So the Patriots will turn it over to their left-footed punter. That's Ryan Allen to kick it away. Deep for the Rams, Tavon Austin. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Against the Saints, it was another disappointing go-around for Gurley. And I know we've said that a lot, but 13 carries, just 50 yards.
So many different ways we can approach this subject, too, isn't there? Because we're all trying to figure out what's going on with Todd Gurley. The idea that we could be this deep into the season, and he has not had a single game over 100 yards on the ground. Never would have said that in preseason, would you, partner?
Not at all, partner. And his season high remains 85 yards in a game. Goff under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's the replacement for Chandler Jones, Chris Long. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block it.
And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So the Patriots coming out now, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Brady now on 1st down. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Amendola catching it left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So just 1 yard to go here on 3rd down. Blunt, the lone running back. On play action, it's Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Brady gives now to Blunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. To throw is Brady. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
And right now I take my rudimentary kindergarten skills and draw where the tackle box would be, because that was close. I thought he was in the tackle box. He has to be very careful where he gets rid of the football from that spot.
Yeah, they say there was a receiver in the area, though.
Yeah. There's always a receiver in the area.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Brady. He's got time. Look at the time. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They come up in an offset eye. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
One goes nowhere, losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
The throw on second down is gone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Devin McCourty brings him down. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
It seems like whenever people talk about Chris Long, the number one thing they discuss is his motor and how relentless he is. Let's not forget, he's also a superior athlete.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
An expecting pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He finds Quick. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
I'm still astounded by the recovery of Todd Gurley from the knee injury at Georgia, the offensive rookie of the year in his first season.
Yeah, over 1,100 yards, and now, they drafted the rookie, Jared Goff. Kind of see him as their future, but so much of the focus has to be on Gurley this year, doesn't it?
And the future becomes now if Todd Gurley keeps running the football the way that we've seen him run it in the past, because that will make it easier to break in a rookie quarterback.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. First and 10, Goff. Got his man over the middle. This is Quick. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Here's Goff now on second down. That's complete. It's Brian Quick. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They come out here in the eye. First touch of the game here for Benny Cunningham. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. 2 Patriots there to bring him down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've hit the end of quarter one. 7-0 is our score, and we'll return to Foxborough after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. The one running back is Gurley. To throw is Goff. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Now Goff toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. He's got time in the pocket. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Now it's Zuerlein to try the Ram field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. I feel like we just ran a marathon. That was a long drive. They probably wanted 6 if they're going to go that many plays.
And there were no checkpoints, no watering stations, nothing like that, right? Terrific job by the offense because not only did they possess the ball for that long, they wore down the defense. That could pay dividends later.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. Now Jones. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blunt. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got a big defensive lineman over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Hey, we got tight left, tight ends left. Hey.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Fresh set of downs here.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. 20.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
They try again with Lewis. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Sets up the screen to Lewis. Oh, spinning away. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now Blunt. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 11 on the gain there, and that's good for a New England first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
So the penalty by the offense, and now they face a 1st and 15.
Check, run set. Check, run set. Let's go. 29. Alpha. Go.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Surveying the field. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
They'll run it here with Blunt. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
Here's Brady. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And this seemingly endless drive continues. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Now Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Now a carry for Blunt. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Aaron Donald weighs nearly 300 pounds, but he does have the ability to make himself skinny in a hole, which means it's hard to block him, and that's how he gets upfield and makes the plays we just saw. How about that? His 2nd tackle for a loss in this game.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Someone moved, flag is out, that's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. This is White on the screen. Oh, the spin. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the patch 3. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The New England defense gearing up to take the field. And they did well down near the goal line last time, forcing him to settle for a short field goal.
And in today's day and age, settling for a field goal of that distance is amazing. You can get 3 points now, where it's going to give you only 1 point for the extra point, which would be a little bit longer. But they have to feel fantastic about only giving up 3 in that situation. It could have been so much worse.
Yeah, it could have. Now can they carry that over? They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line.
In scouting parlance, if you really like a player, they ask if you're going to pound the table for him. Well, when Todd Gurley came out of Georgia, I stood on a table and did backflips. Even with the knee injury he suffered his last year there, I thought he was one of the best runners I'd seen come into the game since Adrian Peterson.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's gone. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They come out here in the eye. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
So often you hear about teams trying to avoid the middle when they're working against a true 3-4 defense because the nose is so hard to move. Which side do you block him to? How do you get him out of the middle? Well, some teams will double team. Some teams have a good center that can move a guy. But if you can control him, that takes away whatever the rest of the force guys are trying to do to you, because once they get to the play, you usually overwhelm them with your own blockers, and that creates some space.
Here's Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down, 9 yards to go. Cunningham. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Can't find anyone open. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Rob Ninkovich in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. So on 4th down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. Now Jones. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Brady now on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And as we sit on the doorstep now of Week 13, need to talk playoff picture. Let's look at the AFC. The Patriots at 9-2. The Raiders at 9-2. I don't know that they're getting the credit they deserve. So many people talking about New England.
I would agree with that. They're having that type of a season, their first winning season since 2002, and they have their sights set a lot higher than that now. But how about Kansas City? They went to Oakland earlier this year and beat them by 16 points. So head-to-head, the Chiefs know that they're one of those teams that you've got to beat in the playoffs.
And coming off a heck of a win over Denver. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
From midfield, here's Brady. Finding time. And his throw here's incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Brady to throw on 2nd down. It's caught outright, Amendola. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Going underneath to Blunt. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I know it was a gain, But you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Blue 20, 53, white 3 set.
Brady now on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Ten yards still left on second down.
Hey. 4 down. Kill.
Brady to throw again. And he dumps it off to Blunt. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Well, there really wasn't much there.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Patriots are down right now. They have to feel like they're still in it. The Rams have been the better team, though, and will try to maintain the lead in the second half. All right, let's roll those highlights. Rams with the football early first. McCourty's going to take down the QB here. This ends up as a loss of 9. Rams have it midway through the first. Long's able to zero in on the QB here. This goes for a loss of 9. Third down from inside the 20. It's Rod Ninkovich getting the sack here. This ends up as a loss of 9. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to Gillette Stadium for the start of the second half.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They start on the ground here with Blunt. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
They'll run again with Blunt. Muscles him off. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So much for halftime adjustments by the defense because you know they had to talk about it. The entire first half, they struggled to contain him. And here he is coming out in the second half and establishing the same tone. Still running the football with authority, still gaining big yardage. So I just figure on the offensive side, they said well, there is no adjustment. Until they slow us down, keep going at them, keep handing them the football.
So it'll be first down here after the run. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot that makes sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Here's Blunt. And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now Goff on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's right. That's right. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, it's gone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off. An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. Chris Long in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
2nd down following the run.
White 20.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Martellus Bennett, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
got play action. Now Brady. He's got time in the pocket. All kinds of time. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Eugene Sims in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
It's Brady. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. He juked him. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now Brady throwing on second down. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Malcolm Mitchell, 41 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The D for the Pats, the Patriots heading back onto the field now. They're just hoping for more of the same. Last time they forced the punt that led to a score.
They flipped the field essentially, and that's what you want to do as a defense. Make sure that you put your offense in a great position to run their offense and put the ball in the end zone. And that's exactly what they accomplished.
Well, they accomplished that last time. What will they accomplish this go-around? And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first down, gone. And it's incomplete. Brian Quick, the intended target. And it's second down.
All right, Brandon, we've got a minute here. Let's talk about some of the top performers from last week. And I'm going to start with Tyreek Hill with the Kansas City Chiefs. What he did, phenomenal. The first rookie since Gale Sayers in 1965. Rushing touchdown, receiving touchdown, return touchdown.
Who else you got?
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and Mike Evans, the wide receiver with Tampa Bay. Over 1,000 yards again in a season. He's done it every year he's been in the league. His first 3 seasons, he's joining some really nice company. And last but not least, don't leave out the defenders. How about the sack duel we had? Von Miller of the Broncos, Justin Houston of Kansas City, 3 sacks each in their great game.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Dante Hightower on the stop.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Again they run with Gurley. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll lose a yard and it brings up 3rd.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Caught here left side by Brett. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Here's the defense for Los Angeles as they head out to set up shop. So their offense scored to start this 2nd half. That got us tied. Now can they respond?
And they have to ride that wave a little bit, don't they? They got a little momentum. Their offense put it in the end zone. Now can they go out there and turn that into a stop and really seize control of this game?
Is there talk on the sideline of, hey, we did our job, you do yours? Does that happen a lot?
It happens a tremendous amount. And guys that I knew on offense were never shy about letting me know it.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So 3rd down, just 1 yard to go. They come out here in the eye. And they give this time to the tailback. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's Austin. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. A chance for us to get a glance at this Patriots defense. Their offense failed to put up any points. Now they'll be looking for the stop.
It's a responsibility now because in a tie game, okay, the offense didn't score, didn't put any points on the board. But guess what? We're not going to allow them to score at all either. They'll keep volleying back and forth until someone gets an advantage.
Yeah, right now, no advantage. Tie game.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Here we go now.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Incomplete. All right, partner, we got Black Friday, Cyber Monday in the rearview mirror. Now it's football focus time, and it's getting towards the playoffs. If we look at the NFC playoff picture right now, legitimately, who can challenge the Cowboys?
Well, I think first and foremost, you're going to say Seattle because of the way they play defense. And if they get everyone back healthy, look out. That'd be a heck of a battle. I'm going to give you one that may surprise you, and I think it's the New York Giants. And the reason being, that's their M.O. They get hot late in the season, and they're always a good playoff team.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Simple slant route, and it works to perfection.
And when you're a big-bodied receiver, you use it like it's a basketball play. Body the defender away and catch the football.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. Goff on 3rd down. Completes it right side to Britt. And 12 yards that time and picking up the 1st.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 14 there. And it'll be 1st down Rams.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
They'll run the option left. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now it's Gurley. About 3 yards there to the 27. The former first-round pick, Shea McClellan, in on the stop. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Now it's gone. On the screen, this is Mason. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good game. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know, the field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. Danny Amendola on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Brady now on first down. Going underneath to Blunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They go play action here on first down. Surveying the field. Oh, batted at the line and entered. And now the rookie's free. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. Blunt, the lone running back. On first down, Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Yep. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They come up at an offset eye. Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
Third down, 15 yards still needed. Third and long. It's Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a fourth down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. A beautiful fake. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Rams defense, we watch them get set to go. They recovered the fumble last time. 3 turnovers for them in this game. They've been, that word opportunistic comes to mind, right?
Exactly right. And you know guys on defense, they say the turnovers, the offensive guys call them turnovers. We call them takeaways. We go get them. And that's exactly what they've done in this game.
The former DB making sure you know their takeaways on the defensive side.
Takeaways, man.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Throwing on first down is Brady. Amendola catching it left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Patriots a first down. Brady now on first down. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On first and 10, here's Brady. Going underneath for Lewis. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on a passing play.
Fresh set of downs here. Again, it's Brady. And right side caught, Hogan. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
So the offense has it first and 10. Brady to throw again. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football. But today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Brady will try again on second down. Finding time. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Partner, I don't care how long he plays. Anytime there's a fumble involving Tom Brady.
You think the Raiders are involved?
You think the Raiders are involved, you think it's snowing, and immediately you hear the words, tuck rule. And now the tuck rule doesn't exist anymore, but that always comes back up with Tom Brady, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, even here, even now. And let's shift now to talking about the Patriots defense. And a really nice job last time. Offense had great field position, but they were able to hold them just 4 plays, and they had to hit the field goal.
We saw the benefits of practice there from the defense, though, didn't we? Because most teams, when they have that type of field position that they have to start defense on, they treat it almost like what we call sudden change. You know, after a turnover or a big kick return, whatever that is, you tell the guys, listen, you got to bow up. You got to get in there. Make sure you don't give up any more than a field goal.
They bowed up all right. We'll see if they bow up again. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They come out here in the eye. Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I know from an offensive perspective, you want every play to be a big play. But sometimes the defense actually wins, and they did there on that draw play. Good job by the runner just taking care of the football because he didn't want to compound a bad play by turning it over.
yards to go. It's third down.
Here we go now. Boom, land it.
Throwing on third. Goff. And that is incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Lance Kendricks, there. And that'll bring up a fourth down. Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On first down, Brady. That is incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion.
Let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Goff looking to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the two-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Rams defense getting ready to go again. Brady now on first down. He's got time. Still back there. The throw left side complete to Hogan. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Really nice little connection there. They go with the corner route, and it works out well.
And the best way to set up the corner route is to throw slants throughout the ball game so that when you're able to get back outside, the defender has to respect the inside game.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second and very short here, less than a yard. Brady to throw on second down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
20.
Brady now on first down. Screen pass to Blunt. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll be first down, New England.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. Brady gives now to Blunt. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On third and long, it's Brady. He's got time in the pocket. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
False start, offense.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
20.
Now Brady got to have this one. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. 27 yards on the game there. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Offense knocking on the door. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. On 2nd down, here's Brady. That's caught at the 3. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Brady now on 3rd and goal. And caught by Hogan for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. We talk all the time about how tough it is to get the onside kick. The Pats last year, Charles, the only team to get 2 onside kicks recovered successfully.
And when you have that type of a number in your favor, it really juices you up to say, you know something, we can try it again. They feel good about their chances. Don't get it in this case, but as you noted, they've been successful in the past.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Let's go. 319.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Now Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on third down. The one running back is Gurley. Here's Goff, surveying the field. Time for a break, and this is going to be incomplete. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So on fourth down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. Now Amendola. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Back out for another drive comes LeGarrette Blount. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
4 down, check, 4 down,
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Brady will try again on second down. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards through the air on a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Brady now on first down. Amendola catching it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Brady now on first down. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone.
4 down. Check. Wait, 20.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Going underneath to Blunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
Brady to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Who got 17? 20.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Brady got to have this one. Finding time. Now a debt. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Malcolm Mitchell. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots get a score closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way. And you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle, that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
On first down, it's Gurley. And some room to roam now. That one goes for 24 yards.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Gurley again here on first down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. On the counter, Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Seven yards remain now on third down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They run. It's Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Johnny Hacker now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Well, Charles, Foxborough, never, ever, under any circumstance, an easy place to win, but kudos, hats off, they got it done.
Yeah, and our guy Marvin, our statistician, he slid us the note, 91-16 here at home in the Tom Brady era. That's pretty impressive.
That's very impressive.
Hard to beat this team. They're not only well coached, not only are they talented, This crowd loves getting behind them.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.